Hey guys! So my mom was just in Tennessee. She was at the Juice Plus conference and also visited my older brother and my cute little nephew Colton in Tennessee, and I'm super bummed I couldn't go. But she did get to stop by Trader Joe's, and we don't have Trader Joe's or Whole Foods or any health food stores like that around where I live. And so she traveled and there was a Trader Joe's and she stopped by and she brought me canned pumpkin puree, organic, yes, sweet. So I was gonna make a pumpkin pie, but then I found this recipe for these like graham cracker crust, gluten-free graham cracker crust oat squares, and I think I'm gonna try to use gluten-free ginger snaps instead for these like pumpkin bars, and I think they're gonna taste super delicious. I did get the recipe. It's from oshiglows.com, and I absolutely adore her recipes. Most of them, if not all of them, I think are vegan, which is super cool. But right now I'm going to go to the grocery store because I need to pick up just a few more things for my squares, and then I'm gonna get baking. Okay, so, oh my gosh, I have to tell you guys something real quick. I'm headed out the door and then I realized I can't find my cell phone. And by the way, I'm using my cell phone to film. So I literally just put my cell phone in my pocket or in my pocketbook. That's weird. I never say pocketbook. My purse or my bag. I don't say pocketbook. That's weird. Anyways, and I was like, duh, you just put it in your bag. You just had it in your hand filming. So that was funny. And then got something in the mail from my boyfriend's parents. And they addressed it to me, but I don't really think it's for me. Super cool. Yeah, that's all. Now I'm really out the door. Okay, I have just gone back to the grocery store, gotten back from the grocery store, and here are my ingredients. Oops, just lost the screen. These first two things are what I'm going to use for the crust. These are gluten-free ginger snaps, and then of course, extra virgin coconut oil. Yay. It also calls for a couple tablespoons of coconut nectar or brown rice syrup. I don't have either of those, and I think that the ginger snaps are also probably going to be a little bit sweeter than maybe a graham cracker or something, and I may not need either of those sweeteners. But if I do, maybe even just for a binding, I might add some maple syrup in its place. So for the filling, I have my Trader Joe's organic pumpkin puree. I have organic cane sugar. And remember, this is a dessert, so it's not going to be like super healthy, but opposed to like all your alternatives, we do have some awesome ingredients here, and you are going to get some nutrition, and you're not going to have to feel guilty about having this. And we also have maple syrup, organic. I love some maple syrup. Full fat coconut milk. Oh, I like this brand, but I still had another brand, but if you notice, like, don't forget to read your labels. It had some, like, other crap in there that who knows what it is. Some, like, I don't know, chemicals. Anyways, this one is coconut water, and gargum. So, I recognize all those things. So, that's a good one. Now, my grocery store did not have arrowroot powder, which is what this recipe calls for. So I got cornstarch, and I'm hoping that is going to work out okay. It should be the same thing. We'll see. I'll let you know. Of course, the recipe does call for numerous amounts of spices, but instead of just portioning all those out, I am just going to use some Trader Joe's pumpkin pie spice. And of course, any good baking recipe, you need some salt. So Himalayan pink salt is my favorite. You can tell we're almost empty. And of course, here is my baking dish that we are going to use. So I think all we need is like a food processor, and that's it. So let's get baking. Okay, so here's my pie crust. And what I actually did was use half of the ginger snaps and half almonds, raw almonds. And so I just blended those up too. Wow, can I speak today? Anyways, I did half almonds, half ginger snaps, and then I just put the coconut oil in. So I'm just gonna mix this together. I'm probably gonna use my hands. I'm gonna have to put you down, and then I'm gonna put it in my dish. Like that right over there, that dish. And look how pretty it is. I just pushed it down. Okay, get in focus here. There we go. Sort of. Anyways, hopefully you can kind of see the crust. It's a little chunky, there's some almond bits, and it is kind of crumbly. It doesn't stick together perfectly, but I think it's just gonna work fine. So before I put the topping on, I just want to note that instructions did say to grease this or line it with parchment paper, and I didn't do that. I think it'll be fine. I figured there was enough coconut oil in the mix. Apparently Tibby, my cat, really is hungry for this. But anyways, I figured there's enough in the crust that it would be okay. So let's, again, cross our fingers and see. So we're just putting this in the oven. Whoop, there we go. For 10 minutes. To big time. 10 minutes, 10 bitte. Okay, so here we go. Time for the filling. One thing that I really love about using the food processor is it is so easy. You basically just pour all of your ingredients in there, and this goes for like pretty much every recipe, I swear. You just pour your ingredients in there and you process it. Super, super easy, and I love it. So one ingredient I actually left out when I was naming the ingredients, sorry, I'm spilling, is almond milk. You are going to need some of that too. I would guess probably any sort of nut milk would work here. I really like almond, and that's what the recipe called for, so that's what I use. I do want to show you this coconut milk real quick. Remember, you only want to use the top creamy part. You don't want to use the water. You can use this for other things. You can make some coconut whipped cream and put it on top, or you can just save it and put it in your smoothie in the morning. It'd be super delicious. So they turned out so good. It turned out you do have to refrigerate them overnight, but they are just gorgeous and I love them and I cannot wait to try one. I decorated them a few different ways. Of course, just plain, they are so good. You can also make some whipped topping with that leftover coconut make coconut whipped cream with the leftover coconut milk. Ugh, that was a hard one to get out. But frankly, I just have really bad luck with that and did not feel like making that this morning. So I don't have that as an option, but you can totally do that too. This one I just sprinkled some cinnamon sugar on top. You can also do like a cinnamon or the pumpkin pie spice and a little bit of extra sugar. This is pecans because that's kind of traditional to go with a pumpkin pie. This, of course, I put an almond on top because I have some almonds in the crust, so I think this one turned out really cute too. And of course, I love chocolate, and chocolate goes with everything, and especially pumpkin and pretty much everything else. So I put some vegan chocolate chips on top of this one. Now, the decision which one to try first. They all look so good, and I'm going to enjoy now. Okay, so bye. Yay, so that's today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed watching. And I really enjoyed making the pumpkin squares, and the best part is they tasted really good and were not horrible for you. And thanks for watching. I hope you guys have a wonderful day and an even better week and month of November. Can you believe it's November? I can't. Okay, bye. That was strange. I'm sorry I made that face. Have a good one, y'all.